Hi Mike, what's on?
Well, chum, I wanted to ask if you've heard about our new partner, Instant Armoury.
That's the one from that Trap Street Studios.
That's right, James. We've teamed up with Trap Street Studios to promote their app, Instant Armoury. With Instant Armoury, players and game masters alike can now craft artwork for beautifully designed and fully customizable weapons and items to use in game. You can share your creations with others and even export as an equipment card that you can add all your own stats and descriptions to.
Where can you get this awesome app?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Head to trapstreetstudios.com/easy rollers and download the app today. The link is also in the episode description, and even better, you can use code ROLLINGEASY to get 4 free coins to spend in the app. So go check it out, Instant Armoury.
I think I will.
Good for you, James.
Hello, welcome to Amion, not Last of the Summer Strand, as this pocket bard background would probably have you believe. This is episode 51. We did turn episode 50 last time, so that was a bit of a milestone. Let's have the recap from last episode and a little bit of extra for James's benefit and hopefully a bit of a reminder for everyone else. Last episode, the party was summoned to a meeting with the ambassador from Orofan, after which they were travelling through the city when they were called over by the dwarven merchant of the fine trinkets, Slip McHocken. He has recruited the party to go to a long-abandoned settlement out on the moors of Praz Howe, Merryvale on Sea. Our heroes headed off in this direction, and we find ourselves now, after a week of travel, at the long-deserted settlement of Merryvale on Sea. So, I'll reread the bit from the end of the last episode, just as a bit of a reminder for you all. The land here is full of briar patches, overgrown and untidy. Not dead, but you get the feeling this place was once tended to, but has since been abandoned. What seems to be a natural trail, but with closer inspection, is an old road that leads through what looks to be old farmland retaken by nature. You can still see hedges there as well. The road leads you down into a valley with a high rock wall either side. There seems to be the remnants of dwellings carved into the walls here, now, like everything else, overgrown and taken back by nature. Underfoot, you hear the crunches as you realise you're standing on and crushing old bones. They look like the remains of halflings slain long ago and left to the earth. It feels oppressive here, like something dark dwells in this ruined place. And I hand it over to you.
We were here to retrieve an item, a magic item, or something like that, wasn't it?
Yes. So Slip said that a farmer from the north of Meneth had sent you here. Had requested an item was retrieved. Slip didn't quite know what the item was. It was just a very powerful item, and that you would find it here in the church.
Can we see the church from where we are?
No. So it's a valley. So Prow's house it's quite high ground. Off to the east of the moors is a very large river that runs down, called the River Ruin. You could see it from some of the high points overlooking other hills and trees and that sort of thing. But this is a valley. The road leads you into it. There seems to be, like I said, old farmland either side, but this valley goes down. It's quite a straight road down, and you can see at the base, some way off in the distance, there is like a floodplain, I suppose, and then the river itself. But as you're coming down through, you do see, like, it's wide. It's quite a wide valley base, sort of 40 feet across, and you do see that there are like remains of what looks like doors, holes in the walls, window frames, that sort of thing, on both sides. So it's like hobbit holes, but instead of being inside of a hill, it's in the side of a rock face.
Just need to look around.
Has anyone been this way before? Does anybody know of the church? Has anybody actually seen or heard of it?
Did we?
That's what I say to the party.
I think were we not here before in the church?
Off the table, not these characters.
Oh, that's why I remember it. Okay. Yeah.
It's a canonical revisit from the Halloween one-shot.
Yeah, that's why I remember it. Okay, that's fine. No, we haven't.
Okay, it looks like we'll just have to follow the path and keep an eye out and see if we can find this church.
Yeah.
Normally churches quite big things.
For the guys in Discord, I don't understand why my microphone is still highlighting my entire window in green, so if there's any feedback or something, do let me know. But as far as I can tell...
It's always done it. Since Pocket Bard thing.
It could be. I don't know why it's doing it. I mean, I've got the fancy mics on, so it should be fine, but I'm not seeing any discrepancies on the levels.
But maybe it's just playing through the channel and giving us Pocket Bard as a green outline.
Maybe.
Could be that. But let's press on through the streets looking for something churchy, or somebody smug stood outside the building, because that's generally also a sign of a church.
I'll dig out a holy symbol that I normally have passed down from my mother, and I'll just sort of like hang it over my neck as kind of portraying a holy man as we walk through, just so we've got something to go off of if I ask for the church.
Excellent. What's the highest passive perception as well?
Well, I think mine was 15, I think.
Mine's 14.
Mine's 17. No, I'm sorry, mine's gone up to 17. It was 16.
And mine's not that high, so 15 for me.
You would all notice this. I'm just going back through my notes because I did put a thing in about holy symbols. So let me just recheck myself. Basically, you would all start to notice there are, and it's not like you don't see it straight away. It's kind of like peripheries. You kind of see these little shapes just moving just off in the corner of your eye. Maybe a shadow against a wall, a face in a window, something passing through a doorway. but nothing like solid. As you make your way down through the valley, you're kind of getting about halfway through. You sort of see. Are you trying to be careful not to like step on the bones once you've realised, oh, Christ, we've just crunched on like someone's skull, or are you just just plow through?
I'll be cautious and watching my step.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Gotto, are you being careful, or are you just? I don't care.
I don't have any particular problem with skull crushing, but if they're being careful, I'll probably model myself after them.
Cool. So perhaps as you entered the first crunch, like, oh my god, what's that? And you realise you start taking your time, being a bit careful. You're starting to notice these figures appearing. Apparitions, really. And you get about halfway, and that's when you know you're being like surrounded, and these spirits start to appear in front of you, blocking the road and blocking the road behind, and through the walls start appearing as well. You are completely surrounded by these halfling-sized ghosts. And they just sort of silently surround you until one of them sort of like in this chilling voice is, "Thieves, you've come back."
We've
This is
never
our
been here
first-
before in our lives.
We haven't been here before.
They don't seem to understand, and some of them like hang back, and they kind of like glitch a little bit, like they seem to like phase in and out of this form. But they know. Well, let's see. Do they notice the holy symbol?
If you, Mike, just off of table,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a goddess of light, that's who my mother would have worshipped, and she would have passed it on to me, if that makes sense. So like Saloon or something like that.
Okay. They don't recognize your holy symbol, unfortunately, because I rolled incredibly low. You sort of see 2 or 3 of these spirits, and like a lot of them sort of like phase out, phase in, sort of they hang back, they come in, they hang back. But 2 or 3 of them sort of seem to be hanging in quite close and seem to have materialized themselves enough. And they're looking at your holy symbol, but they're almost being a little aggressive in that you kind of, a bit like a poltergeist or something like that, you kind of start to feel like you're being shoved.
Can I get a feel to see, how do I put it? Almost as like there's unfinished business, or they were, obviously they've passed, so wrongfully killed, if that makes sense, or if they're just bad guys in general, if you know what I mean.
You could make a history check. Sorry, I'm very bunged up from hay fever. Yeah, you
We'll
can make
see-
a
look at
history check.
kindness and see whether it's glowing.
Oh, what were the
history.
requisites? The requisites. Oh, I can't even say the word now.
It will glow blue in the presence of evil.
Oh, it's glowing.
Oh,
They might not be
hate-
here then.
I hate to mention this, but these spirits could be a little bit evil.
I got a 12 on my check, so I probably didn't pick up anything. I'd assume.
It's fairly common knowledge that this village was once a halfling sort of village on the moors. They were very. They had a really bad set of harvests, and then they had a really good run of harvest for years and years and years. Nobody knows why, or you certainly haven't figured out or heard why. But you know they had bad harvests and then bountiful harvests. And people came here and never came back.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna shout in the order of the light. I command you to disperse. I'm not casting command, but what I'm going to do is cast light on the holy symbol, and just almost like shine it into their path, if that makes sense. Just to see if they'll disperse.
Let's have an intimidation roll.
Can I support
Okay.
that with a prestidigitation?
Yeah. What would you like to press the
So I will make a sort of make a faint ethereal musical noise to accompany it. Make it a little
Yeah.
bit more theatrical.
Not too bad. So that's a 15.
Okay. Yeah, so it sort of erupts a light, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just casting light on the symbol itself, and then almost kind of like a torch, just shining in their faces, in their path, just to see if they'll disperse slightly.
And yeah, I just rolled for it. They do. They kind of like break away a bit. And with the prestidigitation as well. I can't prestidigitation. Oh my god.
That one, yeah.
That word.
Magic fingers.
That word. They do kind of like disperse a bit, and you hear whispers on like a breeze of like, he promised. We trusted him.
Still with this, do I hear that? Do we hear that?
Yeah, it's like a breath on the wind. Like you hear it. It's just he
Alright.
promised. We trusted him.
Who promised?
Who promised?
Sorry.
That's okay. Both of us, we said exactly the same.
They don't say like a name or anything. They just say, he promised.
Where is he?
You don't hear any words. You just get a sense. And it's leading you further down the valley.
Kind of like that breeze, like just pushing you down to where you got to go, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will start to walk that direction again with the holy symbol just out in front and just clearing the way as best I can. And anyone like lurking behind, like if they're getting too close, I'll just shine it.
Yeah, no, they kind of like clear the way, and most of them like disperse, go away from you. Some still kind of like come up and quite forcefully like shove. It doesn't do any damage, but you get the feeling like it's hostile. They could turn at any moment and attack. But you make your way down through, and you just see again, it's just like I said, this lovely rock wall either side of you. And it just gets, as you go down deeper, the wall obviously gets higher until you come down to this like floodplain. And it opens up, and you got a lovely view across of the river there, and then fields beyond it and land beyond. The sun kind of like shining down with these great big beams of light. And as you look left and you look right, there's outcroppings of trees and other things like that. And then to your right-hand side, there's an old, now in ruin, stone-built church, kind of like building. It's not part of the valley wall or anything like that. It's a separate building. The door is kind of like hanging off on its hinges. But yeah, that's what you see.
I think we're here.
Seems that way.
Are they-
Should we go inside?
Are the spirits
go,
still
yeah.
lingering around? Are they?
They have kind of like, it's kind of like, let's say there were 10 figures and they kind of like waft behind you like a wave, and then they disperse, and then like more then pick up. So it's like it's like if you're at the beach, you see a wave, and then another wave, and then another wave, and it's kind of like that. They build intensity, and then they fade, and another one comes in and builds intensity, and they just follow you down. And when you've come to the end of the valley, they just kind of like wash away and disperse like a mist.
So this is how where they stop the territories, isn't it?
It's how they stop.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, Bana.
Like it seems, at least this is how what Opal thinks. It seems as if when they reach at that point, they disperse because they cannot go any further from the church, from where they are. I don't know how the word, from where they have
Trapped.
been Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like they're almost trapped in that valley.
Who did that to you?
You sort of say that, and you just hear like on the wind just echoes of thieves, thieves.
Seems like
We
we
are-
can't deal
we
with
don't mean-
pirates.
We don't mean to harm you or anything. We're just passing.
You don't get a, even though you say that, you don't have a good feeling. It's like, it's not like they're gonna forgive you or anything like that. You just have this feeling of there's a malevolent presence.
Today we're going to church.
Yeah,
Of
I think we
course,
proceed.
yes.
Yeah.
Malevolent presence. We've had some of those. It sucks that they're a size too small.
Is it malevolent or is it benevolent? Have I got that wrong?
No,
Benevolent?
you're right. Malevolent.
I am right. Yeah,
presence.
yeah. I
Malevolent.
am right.
I
Yes,
get
yeah.
those every year at Christmas.
Fine. I'm glad I got it right because you know what I'm like. Cool. So you're going into the church. You sort of like pull this door to open, and it just falls off the hinges. And you go in. You see like there's rotting pews, a collapse, like the roof's collapsing in. It's all wooden beams with a stone roof, and it's just collapsing in. An altar that's like blackened with mold and fungus. You see like deep claw marks along the stone as you're entering. The room itself it's about sort of 50 feet from the door to the back wall with the altar there, sort of in the last 10 feet. And all the pews lining up to it. The temperature in here drops rapidly. So as I mentioned, you're kind of like in that, a bit like we are now in like summer, nice hot weather, but the temperature in the valley itself has been cooler. In here, it just drops to nothing.
Oh my god! It is as if we're playing Phasmophobia.
And then, by the altar, a manifestation of this tall, gaunt figure. It begins as shadow and then flickers into like a solid form, which is a bit like a tiefling. It is very tiefling in its appearance. Clothing wise, almost non-existent, and then it seems to be wearing something, and then nothing, and then it flickers back into shadow. But you hear the sound of chains like dragging, and then you maybe see chains, but they're broken and hanging off of its wrists and stuff like that. And it flickers back into a solid form. And it says, 500 years. 500 bloody years. And still they send more. For Christ's sake. I just wanted to... What are you doing here?
Hello,
What are you doing here?
I
What?
am Opan. What is your name?
I've quite forgotten my name, to be quite honest with you.
Dave.
What did you say?
Dave. Your name is Dave.
Dave, well, that'll do. Yes, I'm Dave. Dave the Devil. Hello.
I'm sorry, we didn't mean to bother you. We had no idea that you are existing here.
Well, no, I'm
why
bloody
are
well
you here?
stuck here. What?
How can we help you to be unstuck?
Well, my contract was stolen 500 years ago.
What contract was that?
I had a contract with these halflings. I would provide them with bountiful harvests, and they would provide me with souls. Until some bloody bunch of adventurers come in here and they ruin the whole thing.
Why is it because they killed the goblins?
They
The
killed all the halflings. And they stole my contract.
So you need more souls.
No, I need
You
my
still get the
contract
souls,
back.
don't you?
Do
Well-
you have any idea what was their name?
I don't know what their names were. It's 500 years ago. I don't even remember my own name. He starts to flicker back into shadow again. Sort of, you hear his voice distorts. Names. I don't know any names. But 500 bloody years. I've been
So what's
stuck
the point
here.
of this contract then?
I told you, didn't I? Did I not tell you?
Oh. Oh, you
They
just said you
provide
had a
me with
contract.
souls, and I provide
Yes,
them
yes,
with
yes, but
bountiful
why do you need
harvest.
it now? They're all dead. Why do you need it now?
Because it's tied me to the material plane. I can't get away. I need
You
it back.
fulfilled your contract, didn't you?
No, they killed them all and stole it. There's only one way I can get back to the infernal planes. I need my contract back so I can nullify it.
Mm.
What's it look like, this contract?
It's a piece of parchment. It has some writing on it. It's a contract. What else do you think it looks like?
Well, I don't know. What wouldn't be asking you.
I mean, if
Well,
it
that's-
happened 500 years ago, that contract's probably dead and gone, like the halflings, my friend.
Well, at
No.
least if it is magical, it must be still.
Oh, yeah, fair one.
Yeah.
My contract is very much out there to be found.
It could be anywhere. Do you have any inkling or idea as to where it could be?
I do. But I need it brought back here, is the problem. And once it comes back to me, I can finally leave this place. But I can't leave this church. I'm
But
bloody
if
well
you tell
stuck
us where
here.
it is, we might be able to help you and go grab your contract.
I don't know exactly where it is. But I do know it's somewhere off to the west.
So in the words of the Pet Shop Boys, we've got to go west.
Yep.
I don't know who these Pet Shop Boys are, but they sound very wise.
Well, they were often seen as something.
Or far west?
It is. It's west, far west. I can feel it.
Who's the
Still on
wilds?
this continent, or
I don't know. It's just somewhere west. I just can't get there. I'm bound to this bloody church.
West isn't a
you
lot
sound-
to go on.
He is sounding a little bit like the Archbishop of Canterbury.
I don't know who he is.
Get out of it.
I just don't know who he is. Look, bring it back and I will reward you beyond mortal means, but I am bloody well stuck here.
There's a lot of places west. You're going to have to narrow it down.
I don't know. I just know they took it off to the west. I can sense it in the west.
How far
Look.
can you sense it?
It's not a strong connection, so I'm guessing it's pretty bloody far.
Right.
I do have an item that you could take. It's called the Black Candle of Seeking,
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't burn wax. It's made of
Doesn't
blood,
burn-
and it burns memories.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's why you can't remember your name.
Yes, and So the problem is, it will guide you to the item that I want you to find, but every time you light it, if you light it for too long, you're going to forget something.
Right, but if we get you to light it and give us a bearing.
You
And
don't
only
sound
you
too
forget
good there,
things.
Metal Man. Well, yes, but I can't leave here.
We don't have to leave here. You light it and figure out how far away it is, and then tell us that. And it doesn't matter if you forget things, because surely when you return, you'll be all fixed up.
Right, but if I point you in a
Go on,
direction,
go on,
how
go
do you
on.
know when you've got this thing is like a homing beacon, and it will, the closer you get to it, the better a readout you'll get.
Going to
Need
have to
that
let
just
Rory
that
or burn the
first
candle, 'cause
general
he remembers nothing anyway.
direction, my friend.
We said west.
Fine. He holds up the candle. In fact, he flicks a finger and it produces his other hand. And then he flicks his other fingers again, and a flame appears on his finger, and he lights the end of it. And you see, like very faintly, the flame just leans ever so slightly, and it is pointing west. And he goes, he blows it out. I'm not doing it any longer than that. I've forgotten enough. But
Get a
I've
sense that
proven to
how
you
far?
it works.
Do we just head west to the nearest settlement and then light it again?
Well, or persuade somebody else to light it for us.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I think, and you would know this from looking at maps yourself, the nearest settlement west, apart from uncharted little villages, is Orofan.
That's right. Let's see if we can find an uncharted little village full of gullible yet helpful individuals.
Sounds like a plan.
Wasn't there an artifact here that we had to pick up?
Well, this could be the artifact.
I'm
Devilman,
sorry.
Dave.
You're after my artifact.
We're after an artifact. Are any others knocking around here?
Why are you after my artifact? This is the only artifact. What do you want it for?
Well, you know, to help you, obviously, with your contract situation.
But you didn't know about my contract situation until you got here, surely.
But now that we do, we're absolutely committed to helping you out.
Give him either a deception or persuasion.
Guidance.
Okay, just bear with me a second when my character sheet decides to load. Oh, it's so slow, come on. I'll give him the Blarney and a lovely performance check. So, what was it, deception or?
Or persuasion, whichever you fancy.
They're both the same. Both +7.
Okay, so it comes down to, are you being nice about it, or are you trying to be a bastard about it?
Yeah. Oh, it'd be a 12.
You can add a D4. I just guided you as well. I'd like touch you on the shoulder.
So it's 12 plus a D4.
Makes
So
it,
that'd be a
breaks
mighty
it.
13.
12 plus 4. Oh, it's not, you didn't roll 4. Okay. He doesn't believe you. I rolled an insight of 16, and he's you have an ulterior motive, don't you? What is it?
Well, I launch into a tale of daring do and adventures past and true
Would you
love's first kiss, all that sort of thing.
Would you like me to remind you why you're here?
We're here to get an artifact, aren't we?
For a farmer from the north.
That's right. That's right.
Ah, I think it's kind of twigged. Are we after the artifact that he's promised the halflings to have the
We're probably
bountiful
after the
harvest?
contract for the harvest, yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
So, we're after it for a farmer from the north. Farmers like growing things. This contract that we could go looking for helps the halflings grow things in return for souls. So, So
Oh, so this is the artifact we're looking for.
yeah.
Maybe
Well,
it's
this
not a
isn't,
good
but it
idea to
leads
give
to
it
one.
to somebody else.
Well, it depends on how your outlook is once you finally suss that out. But yeah.
So with that now we've refreshed. So you've been sent here for my thing, haven't you?
Well, you see, your skills are so prodigiously widely known that they are sought by farmers with access to fresh souls.
Well, look, this serves us all, I suppose, quite well. Why don't you get the artifact back for me? It could be then you bring the farmer to me. I strike up a deal. I get what I want. He gets what he wants. Everyone's happy.
Sounds great. It's a
at
lovely
this
idea.
moment, sorry, at that
Just go.
moment, I just kind of turn around and just walk away slightly. My demeanor just kind of, I don't like that idea, so I'm just kind of, I'm
Yeah.
out, but I'm staying at a distance.
I think that we'll obviously have to find the artifact before we can progress.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I need to contract to get away from this bloody plane. You need to contract for, I'm guessing, getting some money out of it. This farmer wants the contract so he can benefit from, well, the contract. And I'm quite happy to do that for him. Everyone
Which plane are you
wins.
coming from?
It's gone from my mind. Infernal. Yes, that's the one. I come from the infernal planes. I can't bloody well get away from this one.
Oh, nice. And I don't think it's a very good idea to make a contact with this guy.
Well, the contract already exists. Let's just get on the quest to retrieve
don't-
it. And we can discuss it on the way.
You're not bound by this contract in any shape or form. You're not bound to it.
Loads of people are going to die.
If you bring it to me, there's no consequence on you. The only thing that you have to worry about is overusing this candle.
Yes, that's right. Rolio, let's go about our business to the west.
Yeah, let's do that first. We'll get the contract first, and we'll decide after that.
Goodbye, foul demon Dave. We'll
Bye,
see you
Dave.
around.
I'm not a... Don't insult me. I'm not a demon. I'm a devil. I'm far
Demons,
better dressed.
devils. Sorry about that. Well, foul devil Dave. Isn't quite good.
I'm
But
not
we're going to
foul.
take our leave
I-
of you now.
Look at me. I'm handsome.
Well, all right, you handsome devil, you.
Exactly. That's precisely the attitude to have.
Righty-ho.
Handsome
Well,
Devil Dave.
we'll see you around, handsome devil Dave.
I like this
And
name,
away we
Handsome
go.
Devil Dave. That should be my name going forward, Handsome Devil Dave.
Or maybe, when you get back to your home, you can take that up and have it engraved on your doorstep.
Yes, I could probably do that, couldn't I?
I would think so.
I should take it up with Orcus when I go back and say, "Hello, Handsome Devil Dave has appeared, you bastard."
I think that would go down particularly well.
Brilliant.
Let's make a move.
That's right.
Agreed.
Off to the west with you, and make haste.
Okay, let's go. And we'll plod off until we're well out of...
A shot.
Well, just rain and be a shot.
You,
and
yeah,
the
you-
village and the valley and everything else.
You leave the church, and as you come out, there are still ghosts sort of like appearing, and but they kind of like start to spread out. They obviously sense you have this candle on you, and they just duck away and come out of the way, and there's no more shoving or anything like that. And you make your way out of the valley to wherever you left your horses and your wagon at the top end. And you sort of come back into the more untainted countryside, let's say. So, I leave it over to you. What to do? What would you like to... Any discussions to be had, or...
Yeah. I think Durandir will probably speak up first if there's a bit of a lull. He will turn to the guys and just say that I didn't like that. Just the idea of payment in souls just didn't sit right with me.
Well, I think they is quite happy to just go back home. I don't think we give the contract to the farmer or get the farmer to go to that church.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if
We
it's
don't
okay with you
actually-
guys.
We don't actually have to go looking for the contract. At
Well,
all.
we got to
We
free
could
these
just leave him-
ghosts.
Yeah, I think
Right,
these
have
ghosts are
we?
probably bound here too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. And it's
But-
touristy. It's like a tourist
So-
attraction.
So, what is the artifact we need to take from him? Is it the candle or the contract?
The contract.
The contract,
It's the
I think.
contract. Yeah.
But we don't have to go looking for it. Or if we do go looking for it, we'd give it him and just free him. And not take it back to the farmer.
Yeah, that's the best idea.
Or we could just leave him
Yeah.
stuck in limbo, being quite amusing, and just visit once every few years for shits and giggles.
Maybe
Oh,
we
we're
can
looking
just
very, very hard for it. Have you got any other treasure? No, right, okay, so we'll come back.
There's
Maybe
also that
if
risk.
we keep the contract, maybe we will stop him from using other souls.
There's that, and there's also the risk that potentially, if we can't find somebody to light the candle for us, each one of us could potentially lose certain memories that we have just to use the candle. So it's a risk there in itself. Like, do we want to take that risk? Like Gottel said, like maybe we just don't go looking for the contract and just let him sit in limbo until someone else is gullible enough to do it. However, I feel quite strongly about finding it and letting him go on his merry way.
If we let him go on his merry way and unbind him from this place, he can make a new contract.
There is that too, yeah.
Whereas if he's stuck here, he's neutralized forever.
And so are those poor souls.
Well, that's the balance of it. You know, do you free the dead halfling souls at the price, maybe, of the oppression of a whole new raft of living people?
Is there not a way we can unbind him and still bind him and take him out?
I don't think we want to go fighting the devil, do we?
He can't be that powerful if he's got himself stuck here.
Well,
Binding's quite powerful.
yeah.
He's probably bound himself due to the contract, isn't he? Because the contract's unfulfilled, then he can't go anywhere.
Maybe there's
don't-
something written on the contract that can help us. We don't know what's actually in the contract.
Yeah, potentially. But again, it's another. Do we want to risk losing memories?
I'm sure we
if
can
we-
find someone to light a candle.
Well,
So
we could
also
just
if
get
we don't
Rolio to light
light
the
it-
candle because he never remembers places or names anyway.
If we just light the candle for a few seconds like he did, I don't think we will be losing memories.
I mean, there's two people here over the age of 400 years old. I'm sure they got memories enough to lose.
It depends which one you lose.
Mhm.
You know, if it's the memory of how to stand up without having to pee yourself, then that's quite an important memory.
Do you need to be often, Goal?
Well, no.
Just about to
but,
ask that.
you know, you never know. If you've had a few Guinness, you might just need to sort of, you know.
Needs the
release
odd oil
valve.
change here and there.
That's right.
I think we need to find what's in this contract and see if we can use it as an advantage to get rid of him.
Yeah, there's got to be something in the fine print, isn't there?
So you're going to deal with not even demonic. It's worse than demonic. It's devilry in the contract. The devil's in the detail.
Just need to read it to see if there's anything we can use, and if not, we just keep him stuck there.
The thing is, even if there are things that we can use in the contract, I don't think it's a good idea to try and trick a devil, because they are very cunning. Cunning, is it the word? And
Yeah.
they can trick you in a contract without even realizing it.
Well, we didn't sign anything, so that's a plus.
There's been no verbal agreements to do anything in particular other than go looking for his contract, which we've just done. I looked for it and I haven't found it. Look, it's not over here.
Which way was west? Yeah, I can't see it.
It's up to you. So I'll go with the majority view, but if we don't want to free him, then the best thing to do is to leave the contract to be lost. Because he's just given us the tool that finds the contract, so any future people that go along to him won't ever be able to find it because we've got the candle that finds it.
Or maybe. Oh no, that's bad. That's a bad idea. Forget.
What did you want to say?
I was going to suggest something devilish.
You've been hanging
Maybe
out
we
with
give.
Neil.
Yeah, maybe we give the farmer the candle, so he can go find it himself. But I'm not comfortable with that idea either.
No, I think that would lead to untold deaths and misery.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the supermarket milk plan there.
But surely there's got to be something on that contract that can get rid of him and not get him come back.
Yes, but then he'd be free to make any other contract he wants to do. At
Yeah,
the
but
minute
not
he's
come back
bound
to
to
this
this
plane.
time and this place and this contract. Once he's freed from that, he can do anything he likes. He's a devil. I mean, not the die cut, because you're all meatbags anyway. But, I thought that one of you might actually care about your fellow... Oh, what's the word? Sapient beings.
Yeah, but then what's stopping it just from randomly falling into the wrong hands anyway?
Well, if it's randomly falling into the wrong hands, they won't know what they've got. And they won't know where the devil's bound. But I suppose that there could be an absolutely amazing set of coincidences that might lead to somebody randomly taking it back to the place it needs to be.
Or not even that. There could be another adventuring party. Meet the same farmer. The farmer sends them this way. They bump into the devil. Then the devil creates a new contract for that adventuring party to go find the other contract,
He
all
can't
binding
create
it
a
all
new
together.
contract 'cause he's bound to the first one, and we've got his magic candle.
I don't know.
I think we need to get our hands on it just to see what it is.
Yeah,
We can
and then we
decide
can
from there.
decide what we want to do.
Right, well, Rorio, I'll bow to your knowledge because you are the meatbag in the party.
I'm keen to set the souls free.
You've got two other meat bags as well.
Well, one of them's sort of a bit of a bag of jerky, and the other one's a holy man.
Which I would
wasn't really
imagine you would probably feel something for, because you were a holy man too.
I was a holy man when I was a man. That's right. So I do want to kind of do the right thing, but... Well, I broke my whole body, spirit and soul. I'm basically haunting a tin can.
Yeah, I'm quite. Yeah, we need to find out what's on the contract.
Yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen to see, especially to see if there's anything we can do for the perished halflings, if they're still haunting this way. If there's a way we can maybe meet in the middle, free them, but maybe I don't know.
Can we not ask? is if there is a like not a church, like a temple here, and there are priests of high level. Maybe they can
They're all
do
dead,
something
Dave.
about it.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
I will say, I lied to you. Actually, I'm just looking at the map of Meneth for where we are. West, Orofan is actually far north of where you are. You're kind of halfway between. If you could draw a line, you're sort of halfway between Porthbury and Orofan. So west is directly west is not to Orofan at all.
Ryburn Moor?
Ribben Moor is a major settlement to the west.
We haven't been.
You got the between here and there. You've got the Red Steppe and any other like unmapped settlements as well.
Well, I guess we should head west and see if we can persuade a goat to light a candle.
Yes. West onwards.
Go west.
How many supplies have you got?
I got good berry.
But what does that? That doesn't like.
I can produce 10
think-
berries that produces enough stuff to keep people alive, basically. I'll get the actual spell.
Did we not get some black pudding and blood from the last time we were in the city?
You did get black pudding, but that was possibly a few days ago now.
I'd assume I'm probably all out of my rations now. I haven't marked them off, but I assume I'm all out.
If you just by my reckoning, if you took the easiest road and you were heading to Ribban Moor, you're about 14 days.
Good berry
And
can be
that's-
used. Oh,
I said that's without any complications, without anything getting in the way. You don't get lost. Opal could suddenly become slightly problematic if she gets hungry.
Not for me. Hey.
You are the only one that you can stop me if I if I lose
Unless she
control.
likes the taste of WD-40. Right.
So,
So,
yeah.
A hunting
considerations.
trip from here. Let's camp with the tiny hut. Spend a couple of days hunting and gathering provisions, because you'd meat bags don't run on empty.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the berry I provide from it is enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
Which is
that's all
fine.
well and good, but Opal glows into bloodlust, so we'll have to hunt
Yes.
some animals
So yeah, that's what we need time
and
for.
use the bottles or make some kind of black pudding campsite version.
Because you will end up with Opal getting hungry.
We can
Wait.
we can hunt animals and we can take their blood. I know it's not going to be best, but at least it will keep me straight in case I need some blood.
So
Keep it in her stomach.
Let's camp and do that,
Yep.
and do some survival checking.
Sounds
You
good.
can. So we'll begin with Opal then. We're going to spend a little bit of time camping. So Opal, you can make a survival check. This will be the first one. See what you find.
Sorry, give me a second because I have so many things here. Let me just empty a little bit.
James, check this out.
That's nice.
That's sick.
Did you say you wanted to do survival check?
Yes, please.
18.
So, on the first day of camp, are you going to camp in the one place to gather resources before breaking out, or are you going to move and camp and move and camp?
I think initially getting some supplies is probably the idea, so that we're not going into unknown territory.
Yeah.
So with an 18, you're on the moors. It's quite open, but Opal, in her cat-like form, is able to like sneak up on a what do you call a herd of wild horses. You're able to take down the biggest of these horses. It's a bit of a struggle, but once you like literally grapple it and sink your teeth in, you can bring it down, and then you can probably, with help, get that back to the camp. And you can either butcher it so everyone has some meat, you can then siphon off the blood, that kind of thing.
Yeah, let's do this.
Day 2, Gottel, you can make a survival check. I will say, in terms of water, you're close enough to the river that you can go get water from the river, or you'll send someone off to refill flasks and that sort of thing.
It's just a 14 for me.
You probably find, yeah, it's enough. You find a lone deer. Perhaps you shoot it with kindness. And
No, I'm going to shoot it with extreme prejudice. That's my other gun. No.
Either way, you bring this deer down, and you can drag it back to camp. So you've got some more meat, and Opal's got more blood. I think an entire horse and a deer are enough blood for probably the journey. But if Duran Deer, you want to make a roll as well for survival on the 3rd day.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 3, 23.
Yeah, you find wildlife. I don't know, maybe some roving cows.
That'll do.
However you want to kill them.
More elephant.
A lesser spotted moor elephant. A lesser spotted moor elephant, you find one of those. How do you kill it?
I'll just I don't know how would he kill it. I think you just, I don't know, how would a holy man kill it? I would just go with the sword. Sorry, I'll just go with the sword, hunt in, and then just drag it back, and then obviously siphon out the blood and chop him up.
Is this kind of like
dragging an elephant
this?
back with
do a
a
little
trunk
prayer.
over the shoulder?
Well, I think a lesser spotted moor elephant is like horse-sized, maybe a little bit hairy, but it's got like patches of like lighter fur which make the mottling for the spotted thing. And maybe you sort of like go, cooey, cooey, come over here, slash with the sword, you know.
Pretty much.
Lovely.
Big prayer. Yeah.
Do you want to spend a 4th day for rodeo to hunt, or gather resources, or do you want to move on?
You've basically got an entire animal each. Is that not enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
If
Perhaps you
everything
take the
is-
4th day, making sure that all water flasks are completely filled. You got plenty of food and blood.
Yep.
Top up my rations.
And I can prestidigitate them cold every hour.
Excellent.
It's like a
So-
roving freezer.
We are going to strike off to the west. Now, I would ask you all to have a look at the map of Meneth, if you can, please. And I will tell you roughly where you are. And then I would like the best course of action where you would like to go, and we'll do some survival checks. This is absolutely useless if you're listening to this on podcast. In fact, it's useless if you're watching this on YouTube, because I haven't actually added this to the recording thing, but I will add it onto our socials, so do come along. In fact, can I add it onto our stream as it
You
is?
can stream it.
I can, can't I?
You can.
Will it ruin how things look for YouTube. It's ruining it for you. No, it's not working at all. I'm going to stop doing that. I will see if I can add a screen capture, actually. Have you guys got that map? Or I know you had it, James. Can you share it into the group chat so everyone can see it?
Is that the one with the hexes on it?
It is the hex map, yes, yeah.
The map only is like 4 or 5 up.
There we go. Yeah, I've
So
got it.
what I'm going to do is, so for you watching on YouTube, you can probably see my overlay of thingy. I'm just going to do that. So over the top of all of us for a minute, you're going to see the hex map. Now, basically, where it says Praz Hal on the moors, which is over in sort of the centre part of the map, you are on the hex where the elbow of the river is. Just one up from it, okay? That's where you currently are. You haven't used the candle. You don't know precisely where it's going to point you or drag you. You just know on the map, and for having seen maps of this area, Ribanmore is the biggest settlement to the west, but there are, like I said, uncharted, smaller settlements along the way. But you need the most efficient way of getting there. You can see that basically there's foothills along the north-south road between Orifan and Porthbury. You've got the Red Step, which is a huge cliff. There's a forest, and then there's more foothills, there's mountains off to the west of you.
Yeah, I should be able to keep us bearing west because of the navigation using the stars, etc. So
Brilliant.
Keep us definitely west.
If you're a podcast listener, go and find our Facebook page, Easy Rollers D&D, and this map will be on there. And I will mark out the various locations on it and post it up. So you can at least see what these guys are looking at.
I think it'll just be the case of maybe if we just go west, and maybe at the foot of the Red Step, see if we've got a settlement nearby, and then have a little go on the candle, or do we think maybe heading more toward?
Gottel, do you have the ability to get us down the Red Step without any worries?
Without any worries, you say?
Slow fall.
I'm just having a little look. No, not particularly. I could fly one of you down. But that would only be one of you.
Unless we go back down to Porthbury and then try again.
Well, how many days out of Porthbury were we?
About 7 days.
7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 7. Oh, I mean,
I think we head straight through west until we find a settlement.
we need to go straight through west because if it might be that it's somewhere. It doesn't have to be in a big settlement, does it? It could be just somewhere due west before we get to the Red Step.
So yeah, there's got to be some sort of settlement before. Did we see anything last time we went through to get to Orifan?
On the main road, no, you don't generally see much from the road. There are like I said, little hamlets, little villages, just like dotted around on the moors, but nothing like on the actual road itself. You've got, I think it's called the Last Inn pub, which is a day outside of Porthbury, and then it's pretty much you're on the road and that's it. And people just pull off the road and like make little encampments along the way, but there is nothing settlement-wise on the road. But you do, like I say, you get those little roads that come off, and there's little like farms and such like that, you know.
I think there's not much forward other than to go west. Where
Go
the
west
area's
until we're
clear.
stopped.
That's right.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then if we reach an obstacle we can't go west at, we need to then figure out what we're going to do.
Okay, so every night, Mike, I will use the stars to make sure we're staying true.
Cool. So you want to go literally directly west from that hex, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you did say west.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not going to light the candle to check your bearings. You're just going to literally go straight line west.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fine. Just want to double check. Want to make sure we know what we're talking about. I'm just going to drop the map off of the stream. If I can figure out which thing it is I've added. There it is. Overlay. Hide that. No, it's not. What is it? Where is it? There it is. Right,
Shame you haven't
lovely.
got Scry. That would be decent.
Sorry,
That would
I
be
have got
decent.
Featherfall. I hadn't realised I was looking at the wrong spell page. I do have Featherfall for up to 5 people, so that's fine. If we get to the cliffs and we have to go off, we can fall off the cliff.
2,
Nice.
3.
Yeah, because I remember you saving us off the island with it.
Yes, I was looking at the wrong little tab on the spells.
7. Okay. So, James, give me.
Yep.
In fact, do you need to give me a survival check to navigate? Because if you're using the stars, well, you wouldn't be using the stars during the day. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
let's
I mean.
have
At night,
let's have a survival check, but I'll lower the DC because you're at night. You can go, oh no, we slightly deviated. But give me a survival check. Unless it goes horrendously wrong, you're sort of roughly tracking west.
I have got an RP plan for that.
Okay.
The daytime.
15 plus 3.
Okay, so day 1, you track west. Lovely countryside. Nothing to worry about. You make camp.
Okay. So, presuming that we sleep okay in the tiny hut, when we get up, I'm going to ritual cast Unseen Servant. No, I'm not going to do it when we get up. I'll do it before we go to sleep. It'll be a better idea. I'm going to ritually cast Unseen Servant, and using James's stars, I'm going to point him west and tell him to stay facing that way.
Not a bad shout. So, next day, James, survival check with advantage.
16. In total.
You make 1, 2, so you're there. In my reckoning, that's fine. You make camp again. You noticed on that second day that there is a farmstead not too far away from where you are. Do you want to make your presence known to them, or are you gonna try and stay away from
this
them?
candle lit.
Only after 2 days?
No, not us.
Yeah, but are you really going to go and get some poor farmhand to burn the candle after just 2 days?
They're going to probably get kicked in the head by us anyway.
Well, you are quite evil.
Fine. No, we'll keep true. We stay true.
Well, it's up to you. I can hand over.
No, I think we light it when we get to the red step.
Okay. Are you going to make yourselves known to them, or are you staying away from the farm?
We're doing okay on supplies, I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're only, it's like
Yeah.
the second day in. You've got, what, a cow, a deer, and what was the other thing you had?
Unless
A
it's
horse?
spotted more
A
elephants.
horse.
Horse and a spotted elephant.
I mean, God knows how you're carrying all this meat, but...
We've got a
Oh,
cart.
you got a cart as well. Yeah, you got a wagon. Yeah. Fair play. Yeah, fair play.
Basically, a butcher's wagon going through.
Yeah.
We've been
Meat
keeping it
smoked.
cold by chilling the wagon.
Yeah, so basically, you make camp. The farmers have noticed you. If you're not making any provisions to not be noticed, they have noticed you, and they send a young lad up to see you. He's got a sword by his side. Hello there, my name's Davith. Who are you? What are you doing on our land?
We're just passing by.
Yeah, just passing through.
Oh, lovely wagon you got there. What's on board?
Just some supplies.
Oh, all right.
Just nice chilled meat. You wouldn't be in the market for some elephant, would you?
I was about to roll for it. Nice chilled meat. Oh, you're travelling butchers, are you?
Kind of, you know. It's a whole new concept.
Very precise what you said.
Yeah, we'll be in the market for some food.
Right. You know, what'll you take? Got an elephant leg there. Breast, chops, elephant sweetmeats.
Ale.
You wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of good eating on that.
Oof.
He Well, yeah, I'd be interested in buying some, I suppose. Both. My master would be.
Right, well, you run off and get your order and then come back.
Why don't you come down to the house?
Your master wouldn't mind that, would he not?
No, we'd rather that than you out here camping in the wilds. Dangerous things out here at night.
Well, yes, us.
Tell me about it.
It's fine. Right, okay, take us to your leader.
He takes the reins of the horse and just leads the horses, and I guess you follow on.
Why not?
You come down to a dry stone wall. Sorry, Corb's not trying to give you flashbacks. You come down to a dry stone wall around quite a nice, large sort of size farmhouse. There's sort of like an apple orchard in the grounds there, and some barns, and then you see the farmland around, which is, it's arable. It's looking all right. There's some sheep and cows grazing. And he takes his, I'll just go and get Farmer John, and he'll come out and well, I'm sure he'll be interested in what you got. And out comes the bloke, and he says, all right, I hear you've
Hello,
got
mate.
some meat on board. Is that right?
Yeah. Nice and chilled.
And you're looking to sell it, are you? Travelling butchers.
That's right, but but not all of it. Want to take a bit with us because want to buy, have a bite and gone. But there's probably more meat than we can usefully eat ourselves. It's been kept chilled.
Oh well. All right. Well, I'll offer you 10 gold a joint. How about that?
10 gold a joint on town sounds reasonable, I think.
You're not just. Is there anything on top of that?
On top of what?
The 10 gold. I offer you 10 gold. Are you going to tell me there's more to pay on top? You're not one of these travelling tax collectors, are you? I've heard all about them.
No, we're not. We're not collecting any tax. We're just purely after selling a few joints of meat and lessening the load in our cart. And, putting a little bit of finance back into our systems.
Right. All right. Well, in that case, he looks on the cart and he takes 50 gold's worth of meat.
Awesome.
Nice.
You've still got enough for the journey.
Winner.
Lovely.
Elephant dinner.
Yeah, good.
Somebody can record that because I'm too lazy.
I'll put 50 gold on the pie.
Lovely. Well, I mean, you wouldn't have any information about things in the westerly direction there, would you? No old tales of
Old tales of what? What do you want to know? I've got plenty of
Well,
tales. Trees that come
anything
to
out of the
life
ordinary,
and trolls and all sorts.
trees that come to life. Well, that's great.
Oh yeah, in the old tales. That's why there's not really trees there on the moors anymore because they all got chopped down to stop that from happening.
Great. So, I take it you've heard the tale of the halflings to the east, then.
Athens to the east. No, can't say I have.
Oh, right. Well, it was a cold and stormy night. And I'll launch into the tale of what happened to the halflings from the east.
Oh my God, that's terrible business. That is.
And we're on the trail of justice to free them from their terrible bondage
Oh,
and light foreplay.
well, I'm gonna say me and the wife we like a bit of bondage, but okay.
But this is terrible bondage. It's like bondage with Terry Wogan.
Have you heard? My wife, she can.
Who is
My
that?
wife.
You'll have to Google him, Vane.
Should I, or is
Well,
it
not
going
now.
to take me to bad things?
Oh, it won't take you to. Well, it takes you. Google Terry Wogan and the floral dance, and you'll know exactly why it'd be bad bondage.
Did you know? My wife can weigh a pig with oral sex. Did you know
Does
that?
all sex to a pig?
Yeah, she can tell the weight of any pig. We get quite bored out here, you see. But she's bloody good.
Well,
imagine she's
let's
had lots
think
of
how much she
practice.
wants to practice.
I won't. Would you like a demonstration? No, you wouldn't.
Absolutely not.
No.
No, we're
No,
good.
no, you're absolutely fine. I'll just use the scales.
Right. Anyway, you got your gold. Anything
got
else
your
I can
meat.
help you with?
Is there any settlements between here and the Red Steppe?
Here in the Red Steppe.
Preferably to the west.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's another village further on. You'll come across it. I don't really get out and about like that, but yeah, you know.
And you've not heard any tales of any sort of dark happening to the west.
No, should I have? There's a drunken mage lives down the way here called Thomas.
Drunken Tom. Well, there you go. And
He's
what
an
does he do?
absolute. What does he do? He gets drunk a lot. Don't know where he gets
Yes,
it
but-
from.
Maybe he makes it himself.
Could be some sort of shine, couldn't it?
I've heard about these shines. They're terrible things.
But yeah, there's drunken Thomas.
How far
he
is he?
How far is he, or whatever, a day or two down the road? Well, I say road. It's like there's like a series of like wagon trails here and there, but no actual roads.
Well, I think if there's no tales of woe and darkness here, then we're still a fair way away from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So onwards.
What
Thank
time
you,
is it?
sir, for your kind buying of our produce.
Is anybody like produced? Have you got the candle out, or is it just like hidden away, or?
I think it should be hidden, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we're holding it like that.
I
Okay.
don't think we'd be parading through daylight with a
Well,
candle in our hands.
I was just going to ask him like if he knows of any farmland that's doing particularly well all year round.
No, not at all. Everyone's pretty consistent. My father and his father and his father were talking about. Oh, maybe it's the same place, I suppose. Off to the east, some farmland that was doing particularly well for a long time, but that all went to rack and ruin. Oh, maybe it is the same place then.
Nothing
seem to-
since.
No.
Well, that's good news that there's nothing dark and horrible happening here. Very nice. I can't think of anything else we need from here particularly, so...
No,
We
especially
can
not
move on,
pigs.
yeah.
You when you return to your horses in the cart, one of the horses seems to want to refuse to travel any further west.
I cast Speak of Animals, see what's going on.
Okay.
Just 'cause I want to see you put a horse's accent on.
You cast it?
Yeah. Hello, me.
Ask him why the
Hello.
long face.
Hello?
Why aren't you moving?
Can you understand me?
No, I'm absolutely just guessing what you're saying. But yeah, what's the issue here?
No issue. I like it here.
Yeah, but you can't stay here.
I want to stay here.
Why?
Your friend killed a horse. I don't want to go.
Kill me. Not gonna kill you. You've done 2 days with us already.
You can make a persuasion roll if you like.
That's a natural 20. I wouldn't let anything happen to you.
The horse seems convinced and doesn't try and pull away from you.
You're a good lad. I look at Opal and was like, this one's out of hands.
Out of what?
Out of bands. Can't touch this one. Can't eat it.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't do that because it's the horse. It is taking us away.
See? There you go.
Lovely. So, you leave this place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By day 5, you're heading directly west. You start to see the road north to south coming into view. At that point, it sort of is running in a sort of north-west direction. And you do see, from maybe some slightly higher ground, you see people travelling on the road. People making camps along the road. Do you want to take this opportunity for anything? Or are you going to press on another day or two to the Red Step?
Yeah, we'll press on. What's happening?
Yeah, if we've not come across that village,
Yeah.
I think we should just keep going.
Yeah, no, you didn't. There's nothing like you may have seen it off in the distance, like to like maybe north of you, but it's not like you're just going to come into it. So it's up to you if you want to divert to it, you can.
No, I think unless the party decides otherwise, I think staying true west should be the best option at the moment.
I think so. You did say it was dead west.
I think perhaps I will go back ever so slightly. Because I think a fun character to encounter will be Drunk Tom. 1, 2, 3. Let me see if you encounter Drunk Tom on the road. No, you don't. That was a low enough roll. So you press on to the red step. The first time you've ever been here. And it's formidable and impressive. So by going directly west, you arrive, if you have the little map up, and I'll stick it back on the YouTube stream. You arrive, YouTubers will see this, in the same hex where some road goes through the northeast of it. So where it says Praz Hell, come directly to the left, and you'll arrive at a hex on the board on the edge of the red step. It's a road going through the northeast of it, top right of it. You come to the edge and you realise this is quite high up. You're talking hundreds of feet. To the north of you is the forest of Orofan. South and away eventually would be the sea, Porthbury being to the southeast. But the ground is beneath the step. It's like this rich mahogany, reddy brown. It's a natural colour, but it doesn't seem like it's part of the earth as it should be.
That's a big drop, isn't it?
Just
Yeah.
trying to do the mathematics. 60 feet per round, also 1 minute. 1 minute is 10 rounds. So one set of featherfall can get us 600 feet.
I can climb down myself because I've got spider climb. So you don't need to worry.
We wanna-
about me.
Light the candle where we are.
Yeah, I don't mind lighting a candle.
Who's lighting it?
I can give it a go.
Have you got the means to light it?
I've got alchemy surprise.
You'll need a tinderbox.
I don't have a tinderbox. If somebody has one and lend it to me, I don't think I've got.
Produce flame.
I can do Eldritch Blast in it. No, I don't have anything to produce flame.
No, I do.
Oh, so you can.
But I don't know how that works. If I'm producing the flame, isn't that? means
Yeah,
that-
maybe you need to. Maybe.
Or maybe pop it onto a stick, pass it over to Opal, and then Opal then proceeds to light it.
Right, I could do two birds with one stone, and I will do create bump fire then.
Create a bonfire.
Yeah, we'll just go boop. And then we can use the bump fire for the night before we move on.
Okay,
And then
so
I can light the candle on the bonfire, so it
right.
doesn't need to. Be
So you're
confused
making a
with flame.
camp for the night. You light a bonfire, and Opal's going to reach into it with the candle and set fire to it. Or set it burning.
Use a stick. Just that's what you need.
So holding it, you reach in, the end catches, and it's blowing you slightly northwest, sorry.
I blow it out.
And I blow it straight away.
Give me a Constitution save. Yeah. You're fine. You kind of felt almost like something clawing at your mind, but you snap out of it, and you're fine. But you get this sort of
Guys.
direction slightly northwest.
Guys, it's slightly northwest. I think we need to continue that way.
So it is.
Are you...
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it's Ribbon Mall.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now.
Are you under the stars, or are you in the tiny hut?
I will always sleep under the tiny hut, but I'll spend as much time as I can under the stars.
To be honest, if we have the candle and light the candle to see where it leads us, it will be stupid if we do it indoors, because we will not be able to see direction. So I
Yeah,
am
no, I mean in
outside.
terms of sleeping.
Ah, sorry.
I would always cast Tiny Hut
Yeah.
for sleeping because it just takes away the strain of keeping watch.
If Rodeo's staying up later and just staying out, you are perhaps sat by the bonfire, just staring at the stars, and you hear a rustling coming from the grass just off behind you. Do you do anything in reaction to this?
Yeah, I'll jump straight into the tiny hut and watch.
A man sort of stands or comes next to the fire and stands and warms his hands. It might be summer, but evenings in the wild can be cold. He's sort of just standing there. The hut is visible, right, Gottel, to other people?
I didn't say it wouldn't be, but you can make it any shade you like on the outside. You can blend it into the surrounding countryside and everything. It's great.
All I want to ascertain is, would he see this hut?
Yes, because I
Or would
didn't
he-
say I was going to particularly camouflage it.
So he sort of stands there, and from out inside the hut you can kind of see him, but he sort of stood there with his hands on his hips. And he's sort of looking it up and down and looking back at the fire and around. He's got a long green cloak with a big baggy hood, clasp at the neck. He sort of pulls the cloak about him. I don't know if you can hear me in there, but I know that you're in there.
We can hear him quite well. Yes, well, what are we going to do?
Just gotta go out.
Maybe
He
we
does
can
look
ask who he is.
They can't hear us, can they?
Yes, well, if you're loud, he can. Basically a tent.
It's 4 of us and 1 of him. Let's go see what he wants.
Yeah, alright.
I step out. And go,
I'll
hello,
step
mate.
I'm coming with you too.
Hello. Lovely fire you
Hello.
have.
Who are you?
My name is Roderick. I am a ranger of the Order of the Gauntlet.
And what are you doing with our fire?
I'm warming myself by your fire. I saw it from quite a long way away. You need to be
Just you?
careful. Yes, I'm a ranger. You need to be careful. There are trolls in the area. I've had a run-in with 2 of them. Not far from here.
Are you a lone ranger?
I am a lone and a ranger.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Insight. Ooh.
I just wanted to cast him as the lone ranger.
10.
Even with a 10, he seems to be quite forthcoming in what he's up to.
I'm with the cloak. I'm kind of puffing it up slightly just to hide the ears, if that makes sense. Like pulling the hood up and hiding. As he mentioned, Order of the Gauntlet. That was like, yeah, kind of like hiding.
He doesn't seem to pay much attention to it.
Okay.
There are trolls here. They have an encampment nearby. It's the foothills of the Jade Mountains, you see. They come down out of the mountains and cause trouble in the lowlands, which is why I'm here. I'm tracking them. I've had a run-in with 2 of them, as I said. But you'd be well not to have bonfires. They will be attracted to it, and they will come looking for you.
Thanks
Think
for
we
the
should put
warning.
it out.
Yeah. I'll disperse it. I'll just clip my fingers and disperse the fire.
It's probably a bit late now. I noticed you had it
he
going
elven?
for quite a while. No. He's
He's
human.
not, okay.
And in that case, I will camouflage the outside of the hut.
Well, I've given you warning. If you don't mind, I might... Is the fire still going?
No, I dispersed it as soon as you told me to.
Well... If you don't mind, for safety's sake, I might make camp near you, and safety in numbers and all that. Wait out the night, and I'll be gone.
Right, well, I suppose, you could go in the spot underneath the old cart there. Have to keep most of the weather off.
Ah, very kind. And he sort of casts an eye in the cart, and as he's going to sit by it and try and sleep, there's a lot of meat in here.
Well, we would have cooked you some up, but you told us to put the fire out.
That's what's concerning to me. Oh well. Thank you. And he sort of slumps down next to the cart and pulls his cloak about him and seems to have an uneasy rest.
I think those trolls are going to smell the meat, are they?
Night then. I mean, they might do a little bit. It is chilled. It is very chilled.
And we need to keep watch as well as the hut now.
Yeah.
Setting watches.
Well, I'm basically on sentry mode anyway, so.
Okay, Gottle. Let's have a survival check, please.
Survival check. Oh, great. 10.
So the hours pass as the night goes on, but now very, very dark without your fire. It's going to roll for him as well. He also rolled a 10. It all seems quite uneventful. Are you waking anyone up to also take on a watch, or are you going to try and do the whole night?
I think I'll just do the whole night, because, you know, I can.
Let's have a second survival check then for the second half.
That'd also be a 10.
Somewhere in the wee hours. Are you
All those
outside or
hours,
in?
it's a
Or
I'm inside the hut because I can see
you're
through
in
it.
the hut. You see him get up, and then quietly, sort of like backing towards where the hut is, away from the thing. His hands on his sword, and he sort of starts to draw it, and he comes backwards, and he says, "Get your friends up. They're here."
Righty ho.
Do you get them up? Yeah.
Yeah, I can wake the group up. Why not?
Okie dokie. So,
What is this beeping noise?
it's the dishwasher in the background telling me it's finished.
Ah, okay, because I thought it was for me. I was like, what's that?
No, no.
Unless your
Cool.
dishwasher's finished too, Bana.
Sorry?
So, everyone is now up and alert, I presume.
Yep.
Oh, and Ranger. We'll probably start the combat and then we will probably finish it next time. But if everyone would like to roll initiative, please, and I will describe the scene.
Uh, 21.
21. Cottle?
13.
13 for Rodeo.
9.
9. Duran.
6.
Let's roll in. Oh, lovely. 2. Blimey. Okie dokie. Duran, what's your dex mod?
Stand by 1. My dex modifier is a +1.
Right, I'll let you go first. So it'll be so it's going to be Opal, and then it's going to be Rolio, then it's going to be Gottle, the Ranger, and then it's going to be Duran. Opal, Rolio, Gottle, Ranger, Duran, Troll 1 and Troll 2. Excellent. Right. Opal, you're up first. You are in the tiny hut. Outside in the gloom, I think you have the vision as well. Around the wagon, you see these horses are sort of like tied to the trees, but they're kind of like going a bit crazy, like trying to get. They don't want to be tied up there. And you see these two trolls, and they're sort of large, hulking creatures looming around the wagon, where there's obviously easy pickings. What to do?
Okay, so I kind of go out from the tiny hut, but I try to be hidden so they cannot see me, and I witch bolt them. 16 to hit.
Yep. 16 does hit.
Okay, so it is 2d12 lightning damage.
Can you cast it from within the hut and then it... That's going to be a corpse question.
No. You have to exit to do combat.
So you'd have
Also,
to leave the
I
hut.
didn't. Yes, I did not want.
It's not
that's
like a
why.
tent. But it's not like a tank.
That's why I said I'm leaving the hut, but I tried
Oh,
to...
sorry, you are
Do
leaving
you
that.
want
Sorry.
me to do... Do you want me to do like a sneaky test, because... Sneaky roll, because I am planning not to show my face. I'm planning to get out of the hut and go behind the bush or something, and then blast it from there.
You could do a stealth roll if you like. I think once you start casting spells, they're going to realise where it's coming from.
That's alright. At least it's not going. They're not going to see me coming out from the hut. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm with you.
Stealth. What is it? 19.
Yeah, so you can sneak out and into the bushes.
All right, and then where are my d12s? Okay. 14 points of lightning damage,
Yeah.
and then it will continue during my turns. I can use the action to deal the damage automatically, and the spell will end if I use my action to do something else. Okay.
So 14 points of lightning, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. So that's going to put him on. Excellent. Okay. Rolio, you're up.
I am also going to try and sneak out of the tiny hut, and then I will try casting polymorph on one of the trolls, please.
Okay, so if you're going to sneak, then you need to give us a stealth roll.
12.
12. Just.
I will cast polymorph on the nearest troll to me.
Okay.
Then it's a 15 wisdom saving throw.
Oops. Natural 1 minus 1, so...
He is now a turtle.
A turtle.
Yes, sir.
Totally terrific.
But use my actions, like leave the turtle alone, don't touch it.
The other one looks incredibly confused. Is that you, or would you like to do anything else?
A bonus action to bring my starry form in place, please. And I will use the arrow constellation of the archer.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
In that case, Gottel, you're up.
I will warn the others that are still inside the tiny hut that when I leave the tiny hut will disappear. And I will sneak out myself with a 16 of sneakiness to find myself a vantage point away from the troll, and I will shoot it with kindness from 30 feet away.
Excellent. Let's have a stealth roll from you then.
I did a 16.
Oh, sorry, 16. Sorry, I'm trying to... yeah, that's fine.
That's alright. So, a shoot with kindness. So that's... oh, what's he do to hit? To hit is what? Plus 3, so that's an 11 to hit.
It does not hit, I'm afraid.
Yes. Zinging sort of quiet noise, like a silenced pistol, basically. And nothing happens, other than this.
Okay. It is your ranger friend. He goes next. And he sort of draws his bow. And he sort of just gets himself in a position where he can see the one that hasn't been polymorphed. He realises that he shouldn't attack that one. And he shoots. And he scores with a nat 20, plus 3 to hit. So that's good. Let's see. So it's that one there. So it's going to be 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 points of piercing damage on that one, which puts it at 2d6. Yeah, so takes an arrow and looks like it's been wounded. Not severely, but looks wounded.
My 11 should have been a 17, by the way. I'm having to do it manually, and I forgot to add on the to hit bonus.
That's fine. So you can do your damage if you like, because your shot would have gone off.
It's not a real item, or a standard item, should I say?
Mm-hmm. You're also relying on me to have set it up properly on D&D Beyond, which is entirely possible that I didn't.
So that would be 10 points of damage.
Excellent. Yes, it's definitely looking very wounded from the shots it's taken so far. But yes, it will be Duran next.
I was going to cast Shield of... yeah, no, I'm going to do it. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith. So my armor class is now 18. And with the wounded troll, I shall maneuver myself close to it and take a couple of swipes with Mercy's Edge. First attack is probably going to miss. 13.
It does miss.
And the second... That's not bad. A dirty 20.
Yeah, that one hits.
So, 2d6. And that is 15 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, nice. That puts him on... Yeah, quite badly beaten. Anything else?
But no, that's it.
Okie dokie. For those of you that can see in the dark, for those of you who can't, you just see the shape looming in the moonlight. But for those of you that can see in the dark, you see that this troll seems to start healing some of its wounds as it regains some hit points. And some of those wounds just heal back up. It, however, is going to have a look around. Who's going to attack? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. It doesn't know that Opal's there or where she is. The gunshot was pretty obvious. Duran, however...
Silenced.
Is it silenced, is it?
Silence.
It is. It's silenced.
Is it?
It's written in the
a pillow.
description. It's like its gunshot is like a stone dropping on snow.
Ah, well, there you are. In that case... Oh, sorry. Duran, you're in the firing line as it comes over.
Sorry, mate. I did have my...
I'm doing it in order of my cameras, okay? So Baina's at the top. She's hidden. Corb's, well, it's silenced. So you're next on a number 2. So
I'm also hidden.
you're also hidden. He comes over to you, and it's going to try to begin with to bite you. That just rolled off of a natural 20 onto an 8. Which is unfortunately still a 15 to hit.
That's going to miss.
It's going to miss. He sort of lunges in, maybe you duck to the side like a boxer would, and then he comes in with his first claw attack. That is a 17 plus 7 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then he comes in for a second side swipe. I'll do this before I do the damage. 11 plus 7, so 18.
That just hits.
2 hits. Okie dokie. So, this is going to hurt, I'm afraid. It is 4, 5. Not so bad so far. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 10 plus 16, 26 points of slashing damage from this troll as he
Nice.
swipes at you with his claws. Troll number 2 is polymorphed as a turtle and is just flapping its little troll thing, like wing flap things. What do they call them?
Legs?
Legs?
Flippers? Legs?
Flippers? That's the one. Flippers. Flippers. Around. Does he make a save at all, or is it just it
No,
happens?
that's it. If he
Okay.
failed his initial save, listen until I drop the concentration.
No worries. It
Or
will
I
be the
lose
top
his
of the.
alternative.
It will be the top of the round. Do you want to go for another round, or do you want to call it there and we'll pick that up next time?
I reckon we can fit one more round in.
For one
Sure.
more.
Yeah, we'll go for one more round then. Opal, it's you.
Okay, I still have the lightning, so I will release it again. Where is it? And I don't think I need to do. Let me double check if I need to do a second range attack.
Don't think so.
Oh yes, automatically. So yes, I can do more damage. $11 points of lightning damage.
Excellent. Okay. So that puts him on that number. Perfect. Anything else?
No, that's because if I do any other actions or anything else, it will drop it.
Okay. Rodeo.
How far am I away from the turtle?
The cart was only probably about 20 feet away from the hut, to be fair. And they were both around the cart. You've come out of the hut, so probably about 20 feet.
Okay. Can I run and pick up the turtle?
Yeah.
And then I will miss the step to the edge of the cliff.
Yes, that's exactly
Okay.
what I was going to do next.
And then can I use my action to throw him off the cliff and then drop concentration on my spell?
You could. Would it be an action or a bonus action to pick an item up? I think it's an action to pick an item up. So you could action pick him up, Misty Step, bonus action to the edge of the cliff, and that's as far as you can go.
Alright, no worries. Just do it next turn then.
Yeah. I like what you're
Use this
thinking,
way,
but
it gives you time to give him a name.
I don't want to give him a name. Dave's already
I like-
taken. I did say ages ago I would get Dave into this campaign.
I
My
like
life
what
is
you're
now
thinking,
complete.
but that you know, actions and bonus actions. You only got so many.
Actually, I can't.
Gottel,
feel it.
you're up next. As Rolio is
Hey.
precariously holding this turtle over the edge, flapping its little
Right.
troll flaps.
Like Rafiki from Lion King.
It is time. Ah! Bye. Yeah, I'll shoot the troll shaped one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
troll-shaped troll.
troll shaped troll. Shoot him. Shoot him good. Oh, come on, you could have given me a 19. So 19, you did give me a 19. 19 plus 6 is 25 to hit.
It hits.
Right, so that will do 1d10 plus 2 of shooty damage, which is 6. But it also does 1d8 of cold damage because it's a crit.
Yep.
So it's 8 cold damage and
So 6 plus 8.
6 piercings, 14, yeah.
Lovely. That's gonna be. No, it's not. It's gonna be that much. Very wounded looking. Very wounded looking. Anything else?
No, I was just farting his general direction.
You see it go, oh no! Who knew trolls were French? It is the Ranger's go. And again, he strafes to the side and takes aim with his bow. But misses horribly. Which will mean, Duran, it is your go.
Okay.
He is in melee with you anyway, so...
As I haven't used a smite in knows how long, I will cast as a bonus action Thunderous Smite onto my greatsword. So on my first hit, deals an extra 2d6 of thunder damage. So first attack will be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay, so let me just run the damage for that. So it'll be, oh god,
Make it a good one.
5, 6, 7. There we go. Right, so so it's a normal 14 points of slashing, and then followed by 9 points of thunder damage. Then on my second, so that was a 14 and a 9, wasn't it? So 14. On my second attack,
I will tell you that your first attack does it. If you want to do your second attack to make sure he's all dead, then you can.
yeah, I don't trust him. That's a dirty 25, so 25 to hit. And this one will be this might gone just another 14 points of slashing.
Yeah. So with trolls, you want to make sure that they're at 0 hit points before their turn starts.
Off his head. Yeah.
He is at 0 hit points minus some. So at the start of his turn, he stays dead. Congratulations. And we will come out of combat as Rodeo.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us what you do with the one you have in your hands?
So I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, and at the peak of the arch of the throw, I'll just click my fingers and drop the concentration on polymorph, please.
And for anyone watching, you just see in the moonlight this troll suddenly reappear as a troll, looking somewhat confused and not knowing what's going on, and then disappearing several hundred feet down into the forest below.
That's got to have killed him, surely.
And with that, there's a tremendous thud from somewhere below. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. As Rodeo's done something else terrible to kill another being.
He's a bad guy this time. He was a bad guy last time, but still.
You're only assuming they're bad guys. I mean, in their story, you're the bad guy. You're this guy that goes around murdering people for no reason.
I mean, there was this little girl meandering through the forest on the forest floor below, picking wild strawberries for her grandmother when this
There you
troll
go.
landed on her head from a great height.
Why she was doing that in the wee hours of the morning, we'll never know.
Anymore.
Sure, she's a bit weird.
And the scene ends with everybody looking a little bit relieved, and Rodeo maybe just wiping his hands off on his jacket and looking rather pleased with himself. Thank you everybody for thanks everybody for watching and listening. The map will be available on our social media on Facebook. If you're a podcast listener, if you're watching us on YouTube, of course it was there, but if you want to go and check it out anyway for a closer look, you can. No announcements from us. Well, there is one. Pixis will be available on the Instant Armory app very soon. We're just finalising the URL where you can go and get it. But other than that, it's a good night from me, and it's a good night from them.
Yay.
you later.